Tamily. We are about to start our 74th Ask Tamily interview with Kimberly, and her Instagram name is always_a_new_day64. So she will be joining us in just a moment. And of course we have some questions planned for her, but it's always best if you can type in live questions and we'll scroll through the chat and make sure we get all of those. I cannot believe we're at 74 interviews. And next week will be our last interview of 2019, and that will be interview 75. So you definitely don't want to miss that one. But get your questions ready to type in for Kimberly, and we will have her joining in just a second. It's always the most critical time of the interview. You gotta make sure we have our person that we're interviewing. And thank you guys for joining at an earlier hour. Here we go. I'm sending Kimberly an invite. In just one moment, we're connecting. Hello.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us for our 74th Ask Tamily interview. We're so excited to have you.
I know. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
And I have to start by asking what you're drinking, because you have some Tam Fuel right in front of you.
I do. I'm drinking coffee.
So am I. Otherwise, we would not be here. And it's silly for me to say it's early, because it's way earlier for you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm usually up this early anyways. You know what? Right now at 7 o'clock, I'm running into the gym.
That's very, very good of you.
Yeah.
I did do my workout before this, and I almost died. So,
wow.
You know, I'm a night workout person, 100%.
Yes, you are. You're a night. Every time I'm like, Suzanne's going live. And then I remember when I started following you. And I go, oh my God, this lady, she is dedicated. She's doing it at night. I remember it was really late.
Yeah. But I don't know how you guys do it in the morning. Really, it's crazy.
Well, I'm not a normal morning person, and I don't do it in the morning. So, but what was happening to me was that, like, things would happen. Like my mom broke her hip bone. My mom broke her knee. My daughter needs me. Oh, Mom, I gotta work. Can you go pick up my granddaughter? Right. And then it would be days, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm just haven't exercised in like 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Crazy. So I said, you know what? Got to get up in the morning, get there first thing, and that way, whatever the day brings me, I'm done.
Yeah, it's a very good philosophy. It's very admirable. So let's get started with our favorite question, which is, when and how did you start with the Tracy Anderson method?
Well, I'm thinking of dates. I was thinking of dates, and I know, of course, it has to do with my daughter, Tiffany Ann. You know, yeah. I remember, well, back up to when she was pregnant with Ava, and Ava's 11 now. She'll be 12 in May. We were going, her and her husband would come over and spend the night with us, and, you know, her husband and my husband would go to the gym and work out, and Tiffany and I would go. We were just like, la, 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 la. Like, we have no idea what to do, right? We just run on the treadmill or walk on the treadmill, then we go to the mat, and we just kind of stretch. We had no idea what to do. Even though I was an aerobic instructor and I've been exercising since the 80s, all that stuff, I still was not really like a gym person, so we really didn't know what to do. Well, then fast forward, when she had Ava, I moved in with her when she lived on Camp Pendleton in San Clemente on the military base. I moved in with her, and her friend Krista would come up. Her friend Krista would come over, and they would go down to the little dance room and do Tracy to this DVD. And so, come on, Mom, let's go. So I would go down there, and I'm like, this is awkward. I have no idea what they're doing. Like, I'm like not a dancer, so I'd be like trying to point my foot like this ballerina or something. And I just said, yeah, no, I'm used to feeling the muscle, Tiffany. I can't do this. So I went off and did my own little venture. She actually introduced me to this workout instructor called Jerry Love. So I started getting into her, and then it was like, and then she moved to Carolina, so I would go out there. She still was doing Tracy, even more so, and so it was like I wrote down, it was like 2011. 2011. I started dabbling with her. Like, I would do her YouTube. Or, you know, Tiffany would say, come on, Mom, let's go to the studio. And she'd come down and visit me. And like, nah, it's okay. And, I don't know, Suzanne. I just started dabbling. Like, in 2011, I started doing YouTube videos of her. And the next thing you know, I love her. I said, oh, I love this. And so I just started, I think it was, I wrote down like 2015. I really started going all out.
Okay. Did you do Metamorphosis then, or what were...
Yeah, so I bought a DVD. I bought a DVD that my daughter suggested. I paid like $99 for it. And I bought the whole set. And never did it once. Gave it to my daughter, never did it once. I just went full on. I went to online streaming. I just did the whole thing, yeah. So
that's awesome. So do you usually do beginners, intermediate, advanced, you know, start, fundamental, or attain, or do you mix it up?
I started out in 2011, so that was way before she had the different levels.
Yeah.
So way before she had the different levels. So then I was doing advanced. And then I broke my foot, and I was in a boot, and so then I started doing intermediate. And somewhere along the line, I told myself I can't do advanced anymore. So I've been doing intermediate, but that's fine with me. Every now and then I'll go to an advanced class, you know. Yeah. Or I'll skim back. If I don't connect with any of those, I'll go back and pull up some old videos. Okay. Yeah.
Do you do dance cardio?
I don't do dance cardio. I used to until I fractured my foot.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't. But what I do is when I first get to the gym, I'll get my arm weights, my 3 and 5. So I'll start out with I'll do all Tracy. Like, I'll do of her arms, and I'll bounce around, run around, I'll do whatever, you know, for like a good 20 minutes. And I'm sweating by the time I get to the mat. Yeah. But as far as dance cardio, I don't. If I was in her studio with her bouncy floor, I would do that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's fun.
So I need to watch my feet.
Right. Why did you choose the Tracy Anderson method over other fitness methods?
It was, like I said, I was doing Jerry Love, and I really loved it. I loved it at that time. I loved feeling my muscle. I loved the squats and the presses. I loved all that stuff, but then it turned out to be so mundane for me. I was like, this is so mundane.
Yeah.
It's just mundane. Then I started listening to Tracy, and she started talking about the science behind the method and pulling in the smaller muscles, and don't bulk yourself, or when you get older, stretch. And I go, oh, that makes such good sense for me. So, so I just chose that. Also, I love it because it's feminine. it's always changing up. It's always fun. I love it. You know, at first I was worried about my knees, thinking, oh, I'm on my knees a lot, I'm on my hands a lot. But as you go on, you learn how to not put pressure. Mm-hmm. How do you use the different muscles that she's trying to teach you versus staying on your knees or your elbows or your hands, you know?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So Deb, or Tam Menopausal, has a question. She said, what do other people in your gym think of your workouts? And Nicole said you're very brave to do Tracy at the gym.
Yeah. I get a lot of stares. And I'm a people person. I care a little too much about what people think of me. And almost to a fault. But I get a lot of stares. And you know what, Suzanne? Deb, I don't know if they're looking at me in a positive light or if they're looking at me in a negative light. But I have to tell myself, I'm bringing something to the gym for somebody to be like, because I look at them and they're behind me working out and they don't even know what they're doing. They're just mundanely, like I said,
right,
working out. They don't know what they're doing. And they're staring at me because I video myself.
Uh-huh.
And other people will say something too, like, look at those people staring at you in the background.
Uh-huh.
So I think they're probably watching me to say, wow, what is she doing?
Yeah.
I've never had a negative comment. Like, people come up all the time and say, are you a trainer? Are you a fitness instructor? What class do you teach?
Uh-huh.
That's what I get all the time.
That's awesome.
All the time I get that. And I say, no, I'm not. What are you doing? I'm doing Tracy Anderson method. You know, in the gym, they'll be like, girl, you are flexible. You are, yeah. So that's what I get. I mean, I have to bring my focus to myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing a little, but
right.
Sometimes I don't care. And that's the only place I have to exercise. I can't exercise here. You know, I rent a room, and so there's not really any space in my room. Yeah. There's space here, out here where the common area is. There's a little gym out there, but it gets cold and rainy, and so I don't go out there. So the gym is the place.
Yeah. It's excellent. I love it. Plus, it builds TAM confidence. So, since you've been doing the method, what kind of results have you seen, you know, both physical results and non-physical?
Oh, man. Oh, physical. I love my butt. So, and I mean that because, you know, the one thing that is so prominent today in everybody's workouts are squat. Squat, squat, squat. You get the sexy butt when you squat. And for me, I'm 55. I'm not old. I'm not young, right? I'm middle-aged. So you see a lot of adjustments. I have seen a lot of adjustments in my rear since I hit 55. More than 5 years ago. My rear is soft, but up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's perfect. And you can't get that if you squat.
Right.
You just can't do that. You get hard and big, and it's just not bouncy, and, you know, I just love it. But anyway, so I love my rear. The other thing is that, like Tracy teaches, the inner muscle. I'm strong, and it just, everything inside of me feels strong. I don't necessarily have that six-pack anymore, or those, you know, I could probably get that if I wanted it, but I just feel perfectly in proportion. Mentally, physically, or mentally and emotionally, oh, I can't even tell you what it does for me. It has built confidence in me. It helps me keep focused on like I say, it's not mundane. I just keep going back to that because before when I was doing other exercises, it was, you know what reminds me of? My aerobics back in the 80s.
Okay.
It was always just focused, you know, oh, let's keep in touch. It's never like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this squat, I got to lift this 50 pounds. I'm not putting that down by any means to anybody, so please don't think that. But for me, I'm saying that to me, I can just check out on things like that. And I don't want to check out.
Right.
I want to keep focused and I want to keep my mind sharp. And being on the mat and seeing her different moves and flowing and just going from one move to the next, to the next, to the next. It's in the music. It's just, she's so perfect for me. Her method is so perfect for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope I answered your question.
Definitely. You know, I mean, I always say, like, I feel like Tracy it's an elite workout. Like, it's for people who are willing to work out every day. It's for people who are going to be very dedicated. That's not for everybody. Everyone should be devoted to their wellness and fitness, and so the best workout for you is the one that you'll do. But I know Tracy is the one for me. Like,
yes.
You know, and that's why, like, it's so amazing to me to connect with other people that feel that same way. Because it isn't everybody. Like, not everybody's going to fit with this method or enjoy it, but the people that do, it's amazing.
Yes, it is. And so that's why I love Tamily so much.
So, who in the Tamily inspires you?
Oh, Suzanne, you. That's fun. Okay, you do. You inspire me. I know I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you do. You inspire me tremendously. Like, your life, and ever since I've been following you, I'm like, this girl's dedicated. Even Tiffany was talking about you the other day. My daughter, we were talking about, no, she's so sweet, and she's like, oh my gosh, she's dedicated to her exercise. That's what she said. But Tiffany's another one that inspires me. You know, I know she's my daughter and all, but if she wasn't, and I'm so proud of her in so many ways, but if, you know, she can do what she puts her mind to, she just does it. Okay? She taught me this method. She did. And she kept on me and on me. Mom, give that stuff up. Mom, come over to Tracy. Mom, Tracy's going to be better for you. Mom. She really taught me what I know in this. And she would say, Mom, your foot is, you need to, like, really go the other way, you know? So she just inspires me. And she goes through so much in her life, just like all of us. You know, she always comes back, and she's always so strong. Hopefully I taught her that. But, you know, she always comes back, and she inspires me. Okay, Deb inspires me. Deb inspires me. Like, Deb makes me laugh. She cracks me up. She's so transparent, and she's just, I love, every time I see her either comment or see her posts, I'm like, oh, Deb, I want to know her. The other one is Paula, of course. Yeah, she used to be in front of her couch, right?
Right.
Like, I used to say, when I first started following her, she used to be in front of her couch, and I used to, like, I just want to sit on her couch and watch her do her dance. Like, she's crazy. Yeah. That was the question when you interviewed her. I was like, is she, like, you know, a dancer?
Right.
She's awesome. Like, I adore her. Yeah. And the other one I adore is Michelle, Maple and a Goat. Oh, yeah. That girl touches me, and she inspires me. Yeah. Every time I see her, she just posted this post about making fun of her cardio. Okay. That's the one thing in the gym. When I get on the mat, I'm like, girl, I know you're shining. But when I'm up there doing my arms, I'm like, yeah, I really adore what I look like. Right. Don't post me in my arms, because when I go, yeah, no, I don't think so. Right. But she was making fun of herself, and I thought, no, you're way better than me, so. Aw. And the other one, I have another person that I really adore, and that is Tiffany Holman. She doesn't post her workouts. Okay. And she doesn't, but she works out. She made that clear to me. But she is so inspiring, and she's so complimentive, like she's always making me feel so special about myself. She just has these beautiful words that, she always says on my posts, and she follows all of us, and she's just, Tiffany Holman is wonderful. Jean, another one, and I miss her so much. She hasn't posted in a while, and I don't know why. Maybe because she started working and she's a mommy now, worker and a mommy.
Right.
But she was, she used to inspire me so much all the time. So positive.
Yeah.
She helps me be positive. So she's the other one. And you know what? There's another one. It was Alicia. A.W. Tam.
Okay.
Do you know AWT.Tam?
I think so. Yeah.
She's battling cancer right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That can't be easy.
Not at all.
Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stay on that mat.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy. And so she is amazing to me. Whenever I see her on there, I just go, you go, girl, because that's what you got to do, Yeah. And so, she's awesome. So anyway, but other than that, everybody inspires me. You all, I can't tell you what Tamily in a whole has done for me in my life, and the connection with women, because I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
We all have stories. So, connection with women have not been, very good for me. But anyway, this one has been, Tamily is just beautiful. So, of course, I have to get my Tamily cups. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, Tina. Yeah, for your...
What has been some advice, or what would be some advice that you would give to someone new to the Tamily and new to the method?
My advice definitely would be, if you love it, if you come in and you find yourself loving it, but you find yourself with an insecurity over it, or you're just, not sure if you will ever connect, that's not true. Just keep doing it and connect, because I can tell you, I'm the most awkward person ever, and I think I do pretty good, and I really get benefits. I feel what I'm working. I know what and it's taken me a few years.
Right.
But I mean, it's beautiful. So I would just say, stay with it. If you feel awkward, you either know you like it or you don't.
Yeah.
You either keep coming back to it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it and I said, nah. And then I came back.
Right.
Came back with full force. So my advice to somebody would be, if you feel awkward, just keep going. You'll get it.
That's a very, very good point. Because it is like that in the beginning. But then it just becomes the thing that is right for you.
Yeah. I think we all look at Tracy and we should. And I think we all look at Tracy, and I think we all want so bad to develop her standard. And you know what I love, which you're going to ask me? What have you learned from her? You know what it is? This is your dance. Mm-hmm. Even Courtney said it. This is your dance. You follow me. Look at my angles. Look at my moves. Listen, the ending, she's talking now, which is great.
Yeah.
Hey, pull in this, this is focused on your spine. So I love that she's talking now. Yeah. But we all want to be like her. And when we look at ourselves and go, I'm nothing like her, I'm just not going to be like that,
Yeah.
Don't even go there. It's like, that's not what she wants. That's not what she wants for us. She wants us to be us and shine in our own way and find ourselves.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
That's
totally probably one of the most important lessons from this method. Have you had any challenges that you've faced in doing the method?
My challenges have been, my challenges are always, you know how she has like different, I'm trying to find proper words for it. You know how she has different steps in each move?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me to be able to keep up with each step and flow into the next, that's always a challenge for me.
Yeah.
The other challenge for me is always, balance, although I am getting better at it. But balance is another challenge for me. Yeah. Otherwise, oh my God, I mean, the challenges there are just, they're beautiful challenges. So I just don't look at them as a problem, but...
Right. Yeah, you just kind of keep learning and growing and getting stronger and more flexible and more balanced, and
I love it. You know what? And you know what, Suzanne? When I can't figure out this move, when I get on Tamily and I look at all of you, that's how you do that move. And I just go, okay, thanks, Tamily.
Yeah.
So the challenges are a beautiful challenge.
Yeah, it's interesting because seeing different people do the moves, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, like, now I get it. Like, I struggle a lot of the time with, like, the transitions.
Yes.
And if it's a lot of steps, it's like I have to watch Tracy do all of the steps, like, 3 times before I'm like, okay, I really get it. But I can watch other people in the Tamily, and I'll get it, like, from one... I don't know if it's because, like, their bodies are different, their, like, pace is slightly different or something, but it's just, like, that's such a benefit to me of having
it out of my mouth. Yeah, true. I don't even know why or how. I would have to watch it 2 or 3 times. Yeah. I can watch you and go, oh my God, that's
right.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is.
It's amazing that we have each other.
I love it.
What is your favorite thing about the method?
Well, do I have to say a favorite?
You can say whatever you want. It's your interview.
I love that it's feminine. I love that it's feminine.
Yeah.
Because girls like to shine.
Right.
And girls like to be feminine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is just a feminine method. That causes us to be also strong.
Right.
And focused. And we are athletes.
Absolutely.
We are feminine athletes.
Absolutely.
I love that about the method.
Yeah.
Feminine, that's my favorite one. Yeah, we are feminine athletes.
I love that too.
Yeah, thanks.
What advice have you received from the Tamily that has been helpful to you?
To the same love that I give to you and the same love that I give to everybody else when I see them shining is what I need to give back to myself. Someone said that to me on one of my posts.
Okay.
Make sure you give that same love back to yourself that you're giving to everybody else.
Yeah, you just gave me goosebumps with that.
Yeah, because we're all like, oh, good for you, bravo.
Right.
And then we forget to applaud ourselves.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And then we're beating ourselves up.
Beating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's excellent advice.
Definitely. I receive all of your love. Like, it's just amazing, And when people comment, I love to comment because we all have busy lives, and I know that like is everything, in this world. But for me, communication is a key. It can make me or break me, to be honest with you. And positive words are everything. And attention is everything. Like, I love to give my time to people, Time is everything to me. I don't have money. I don't have this kind of stuff to give you, but I will give you my time. And to a lot of people, that's hard to give. So when someone gives that to me, it's so appreciated. It's so appreciated. That's why comments on mine isn't up for popularity. It's just because you took time to say something to me. Like, that makes me happy.
Yeah, exactly. What do your friends and family think of Tam? I mean, I know what Tiffany thinks, but what do your friends and other family think of the method?
Well, my younger granddaughter the other day, because I saw all your questions earlier, and my granddaughter, my youngest one, the 7-year-old that I watch a lot. I said, "What do you think about Nana's exercise? About Tracy Anderson and Nana?" She said, "I like when you exercise. I want to do it too."
Oh.
She likes it too, you know. As far as my family, they love it. I mean, I've never heard a negative thing ever. They're always like, "Oh, you're so flexible. You're so good at that. You're so, wow." My mom, she's just amazed. She's like, "How do you get on the floor? God, you're so flexible." Just everybody. That's what they say. "Oh, you work hard." People at the gym. "Are you a fitness instructor? You're so flexible." So people love the method.
That's excellent. It's very good of you that you can keep the negatives away.
Yeah. I'll listen to it too much.
Do you remember when you first posted to Instagram as part of the Tamily?
Yep, I wrote it down. I wrote that down because you know what I did? I went back and looked at that date. And it was 2015.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait. It was... Sorry. It was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2017 when I first posted. And that was one of the YouTube videos that I was doing. Where she's like, 1, 2, 40 reps of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one I posted. So that was
so, how did you feel about posting then? Were you nervous at all? Were you apprehensive?
Well, I had no followers except Tiffany. I was like, okay, I'll follow her.
Right.
I was stealing everybody's, all Tiffany's friends. But anyway, so, yeah. When people started saying things to me, I was like, oh my God, this is real. So then I don't know, it just happened, and I remember connecting with the women so much, because at first I was just like, these aren't my connective women, like, they could care less what I'm doing. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It turned out so wrong. I mean, everybody is just so beautiful, and we're all together in this, and Tracy was saying something the other day. She's just like, God, she loves Tamily too. She just loves Tamily. She thinks it's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It really is. And it makes all the difference in, like, being part of a positive, uplifting community that's, like, focused on wellness. But then we also can develop other connections and learn more about each other. Like, that's, the reason for these interviews.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I just want to make sure if there's any other questions in the chat. Of course, everybody that's watching, you can type questions in, but I think we answered everything in the chat. I do have a couple more questions for you that we had planned. Who would you like to see in future Ask Tamily interviews?
Well, I know I was going to mention Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see her interviewed. The other, Deb, has she ever been interviewed?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think it's been a long, sometimes it's hard to remember, over a year. But yeah, I think it was a few months ago. Or probably more than a few months ago.
I missed that one. But of course, as I said before, Alicia, the AWT TAM.
That's a great idea. We will definitely have to reach out to her. And I think that we actually have Tiffany scheduled already, but I'm not sure.
We do, in February. It wasn't sure. But yeah, I think she's February. And yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody you interview is amazing. I'm like, oh, I know her. You know?
Yeah. And occasionally, it feels like in the beginning, there used to be people like that we didn't know that well, and then they would get interviewed, and, you know, I would kind of be learning about them just because we scheduled them for an interview. Now, though, I feel like we always know the people who are being interviewed. Maybe just the community is, like, more connected or something.
Yeah.
Cool. But we want to interview everyone. So, I mean, you know, just keep it going for as long as possible.
Have we interviewed Paula?
Yes, yeah, actually.
Michelle. Yeah.
No, I don't think that we've interviewed Michelle, so yeah, we can definitely ask her also.
Yeah, she's another one. How did you start this?
Well, Nicole and I just kind of talked about this as an idea, and I started live streaming workouts, and I was like, we could do this and, you know, like, do interviews. Like, we should really do this. And we just, like, kept talking about it, and then we're like, let's do it and just see, like, what we can do. And really, we didn't even, like, plan it that well. Like, we didn't know we were going to be able to get the videos to put them on YouTube and stuff. We just thought, it'll be on Instagram for 24 hours, and then it'll be gone. But immediately, people were like, how are we going to be able to see this later? And we're like, we don't know. So, luckily, Nicole's a technological genius, and we've been able to get them onto YouTube. Cause,
oh, by the way, she's another inspiration.
Totally. So actually, Nicole has some questions in the chat for us.
Oh, okay.
Not for us, for you.
Okay.
I think all these interviews are for me. It's silly.
Yes, we like your interviews.
She said, can you tell us about your first time working out at the studio?
Yeah, it was with Danielle.
Okay.
Danielle. I forgot her username, but it was with Danielle.
Okay.
And it was beautiful. I went to the not the Brentwood, but the Studio City.
Okay.
Sorry about that. The sun's coming up now.
That's right. You're like an angel.
It's coming up. Yeah, but it was with Danielle, and it was beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was so like, I was nervous.
Of course.
Oh, and I saw Sally Preston.
Oh!
Saw her there.
Exciting!
I
love her.
She's like, I don't really know you and you're sweaty, but yeah. I go, yeah, you're right. Anyway, I'm like, I know you, but you don't know me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool. I loved it. I really loved it, and I want to go back again. We had some lunch afterwards and a nice conversation. She's a beautiful person. She's very, very kind and beautiful. She's another inspiration.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it was great.
What did you think of the heat and humidity there?
Love it. You know, when I go to Tiffany's, she's a warrior with that stuff. And so I've already learned it. And when I come back here, I'm so depressed. I'm like, God, I'm back in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awful. And, you know, but I don't sweat. And when I go to her house, I'm like, dang, I'm a toothpick. Like, my pants don't fit me anymore. I'm like, sweat that wine out.
Yes.
So, yeah, I love the heat and humidity, though. I mean, when I used to visit her in North Carolina and it was hot out and I was running and doing Jerry Love, I would go out in the summertime and run in the heat and humidity. People were like, Tiffany, your mom's a little crazy out there. So I love it.
Who is your favorite Tracy Anderson trainer?
Oh, gosh, I love them all. Like, I do. I love Courtney. I love them all. I can't even say it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Love them all. I love whenever they're on there. I'm just like, you guys are shining. Even the ones who aren't there anymore.
Yeah. There's been some good ones that aren't there anymore. But you're right. They're all such wonderful people and just so amazing.
I just can't even say it because if I did, I would feel bad because I love them all.
Yeah, I agree with that. So while you have this audience with the Tamily, is there anything else you would like to share with them?
Just that I love them all. I love you guys all. Yeah, I just love this method. And, I don't know. Not very good at that. But I just, it's the first thing I look at in the morning when I wake up is Tamily.
Well, we find you inspiring. I don't know if people ever, really realize that. Because, I think about that, too. I'm always looking to everybody else in the community and not realizing, your own impact on the community. But it's awesome to see, especially, knowing that you and Tiffany are related and seeing that and, it's just so inspiring to everyone. And your positivity is awesome. Even, your Instagram name, Always a New Day. It's fantastic. So you should know as much of an effect as, you feel like everyone else has on you, you have the same effect on the rest of the community.
Thank you, Suzanne, very much. That means a lot to me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
You know what? That's one thing is that I'm not very good at words. I'm not. I always tell Tiffany that. I'm not horrible at words. She takes the words right out of my mouth every time because I know mom. So, but I don't know what to say. When I post, all of you, you're so amazing on how you can just articulate everything, what you're doing in your workouts and then I'm just okay, here's my workout. I don't know what to say, I had a great time. I cried on the mat this morning. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what to say. So,
anything that you want.
I don't have anything to say. Sometimes I just post it and say, you know what? I did it.
Right. Yes. Here it is.
All. Thank you. Here it is.
Yes. Sometimes I'm just it's Wednesday. Here you go.
Suzanne, you go live with your workouts.
Yeah.
From day one. What made you do that?
I think that I wanted just some accountability. Because I was struggling with feeling like I was halfway doing it all the time. And I would sometimes do FaceTime workouts or Skype workouts with other people. But then I don't know if it was a new thing on Instagram or if I just had learned that you could go live on Instagram, I was I'm going to do it that way and see, what happens.
Well, that's why you're one of my inspirations because you're so brave. I'm look at her. She's.
But you're doing it in a gym with people who don't even know what Tracy is. That's way more brave than me.
The camera's weird to me. I told you, live front to front's good, but this camera stuff is weird. But I would get on and watch you, and I'm I feel like a creeper.
That's all right. We're Tamily. I kick out the creepers, so.
I'm oh, Suzanne's live. I push on there, and I'd watch, and I go, oh, she's doing so great. And then I'd be all of a sudden, I'd start feeling awkward,
Well, you're welcome to go live with me.
What? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it'd have to be at night. Or I'll schedule it on the weekends and I'll do it early if you want to.
And we could work out together?
Absolutely. Just like this.
That would be so
awesome. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do it next weekend or something.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. We'll have to schedule it and we'll post about it and people can come watch us both.
But how would you feel about me being in the gym and doing that?
I think it would be cool.
Awesome. Great. Because I can't be here, so it'll have to be the gym.
Okay. All right.
And
it's a date. We'll let everybody know.
I'm excited.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being our 74th Ask Tamily interview. It's been really fun talking to you and making plans to work out live together.
Yes, it has been. Thanks. You have a beautiful Christmas. And
you too.
And yeah, you look lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a great weekend, and this will be on my story for 24 hours, and then, of course, we'll get it on YouTube in a few days.
Yeah, and then what's the YouTube link, like, in case my mom wants to look?
The link is in my bio on Instagram, as well as Nicole's, and on the Ask Tamily page. It's like a bunch of weird letters, so you'll have to, send her the link. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Tamily. Have a great weekend. Bye, Tamily.
Bye. Bye, Tamily.